Alright guys, so sebaik sahaja lawatan Perdana Menteri kita habis di Emirat Arab Bersatu. Hari ini ya Datuk Seri sebenarnya sudah pun berada di UK, di London, United Kingdom. Dan hari ini juga dalam satu sesi seluruh mata tertuju kepada Perdana Menteri kita, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, semasa memberikan ucapan di dalam satu pelancaran YTL Group United Kingdom. Jadi menarik untuk saya bawakan bersama dengan anda ucapan Perdana Menteri ini yang diberikan penghormatan untuk memberikan ucapan di hadapan pemimpin-pemimpin dunia, termasuklah mereka-mereka yang menjalankan perniagaan besar dan sebagainya. Jadi tanpa membuang masa, saya ingin membawakan anda sahabat semua untuk menonton ucapan Perdana Menteri kita, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim.
A very good afternoon. Like to the presence of Honourable Jonathan Reynolds, Secretary of State for Business and Trade, the UK, fellow ministers. I'm not used to that sir yet, but I think I would. The CEO, Shuk Hong, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's a rare honor for us to be here to support gigantic operations by homegrown Malaysian YTL. And incidentally, I was with the Prime Minister, Keith, this morning, and he made reference and appreciate the presence of Malaysian companies, their determination to continue to invest in the UK. Although my response is, I will persuade them to also return some of it back to Malaysia. But I think it is heartening to note that the extent of success of YTL in the UK operations have been it's certainly impressive and quite phenomenal. It's a wide range from sewerage to water, real estate, hotels, and of course the AI. The Centers of Excellence is of course in Malaysia, and I hope this would extend the collaboration between the two very friendly countries, the UK and Malaysia. In fact, I chose to express personally my appreciation to the UK Prime Minister because we were successful in entering to the CPTPP agreement, and well, it takes the serious political commitment on the part of the UK and Malaysia, focusing of course on economic fundamentals and the interests of both nations to promote free trade and investments. And it is precisely for this reason that the CPTPP, which is referred to a number of times earlier, would be a very critical vehicle to expand and facilitate this sort of flow of investments and trade between the two countries. Now, I recall when listening to this whole plan for Brabazon and in Bristol, to what was observed by Mark Twain when he first went to Washington, D.C. A successful, modern, impressive, industrial, but culturally barren. Now we hear what is more reassuring is that it is practical, it is modern, it is technologically savvy, it is AI, but it is also culturally vibrant. And only it takes probably YTL to have that strength, fortitude, to come with such an impressive feat. Now, back to Malaysia, we are fortunate to have a politically stable government after some years of hiatus. And with that, we utilize our efforts with my colleagues here. They all happen to be from UMNO. working together and present a very concrete set of policies, clarity of policies, which is quite critical for the investors. You know exactly what our policies, be it digital transformation or energy transition or AI or semiconductor strategy. So with that sort of clarity, but then the test will be the effective, efficient execution of these policies. I'm glad to say that we have tried our level best, and YTL is, of course, a very critical, significant player in Malaysia, and we want to ensure that these 2 years of relative success, and I always tell my colleagues, never feel satisfied or complacent, because a culture of contentment can be a disease. And I'm reminded of George Bernard Shaw when he said, always room for improvement. And Francis used to tell me before, in the 90s, he said, Prime Minister, but at that time Deputy Prime Minister. Oh, I made a mistake when he referred to me from time to time as a Prime Minister. That's why I got back and locked up. He reminded me to say that the brilliance of your eloquence is there. You don't need to quote personalities. I remember there's one guy who chose to be so critical of my way of giving speeches. That's why I used to quote more names now. But I think it is back to the thrust of our occasion here today, just to reflect our sincere appreciation to the YTL Group. Francis here and Hong, of course, holding the fort in Malaysia. And it means a lot to the government and people of Malaysia, and for the Prime Minister of the UK to then take note and express appreciation. This is something which is a source of pride to us, because in the past it's only one way. We do encourage investments and trade and presence of the UK in Malaysia. And I've assured the Prime Minister and the government of the UK that now the chairmanship of ASEAN can be utilized to work together with Malaysia and ASEAN as a base, because we have excellent relations with our neighbors. And I often reiterate this point, that ASEAN happens to be one of the most peaceful regions of the world and fastest growing economy. And with close to 700 million population, has that sort of attraction, which is quite unique and exemplary. So thank you again, YTL. I wish you the best. Probably we'll come again when things are all set in Brabazon, and the Bristol MP is still here. Thank you very much for being present. And make sure you send an invitation when they declare open that program. So thank you. I mean, I must, on behalf of my colleagues here, express my deep appreciation and thanks to YTL for your effort, indefatigable work, your commitment to excellence, and your care and concern for the welfare of the general workers and people. So thank you very much. Terima kasih.
And with the touch of the button and the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.